You. Yes, you. Thanks for stopping by. Also, this story is real and actually happened. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Also, something you should know about me first is I went to a fairly nice private high school. Only 160 people were in my entire building, and only people who got grades of C's or above could attend. Now, I'm not bragging, but I was definitely one of the lucky few. So, you know, not every Wild Wesley could attend. There were also a few troublemakers, but nothing extraordinary. So let's set the stage. It was the late 2010s, it was sophomore year for me, and it was probably one of the craziest years of school. I was one of the underdogs. I had tons of homework, and everyone was in the prime of puberty. I was just doing my everyday things, going to class, trying to scribble out some homework last minute, and then all of a sudden I see a huge cluster of kids spread out for no reason, all running away from one kid like she had the bubonic plague or something. I walk over and ask what in the world is happening. My friend tells me about a rumor going around that this kid is on our city's most wanted list. Of course, I'm hesitant to believe rumors, so I decide to check it out. I googled it, and what do you know? A picture and description of the kid who's standing 10 feet away from me pops up. Now, what do you picture this kid to look like? Big, strong, tough guy, gets into fights and bullies people for fun? Well, surprisingly, it was a quiet, timid, skinny white girl. I couldn't believe it. This is the person everyone was so afraid of? What did she do? Let's call this person Sarah. I had to know. I was feeling oddly confident. I said, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Turned around, and she was gone. I started to look for her, but to no avail. I don't really know why she left, because at that time she had just entered the building, and a minute later she was gone. I never got to hear her side of the story, so take this next part with a grain of salt. It would be nearly a month before I figured out what had happened. She only came back to school about a year after all of this had happened. Supposedly, she and her boyfriend had gotten into a fight with a kid from another school, and it was recorded and a police report was filed. I don't really know how serious the fight was, but no one died or anything like that. Sarah later turned herself in and she explained the situation. Since no one had any actual evidence, even though there was supposed to be a video, the case was dropped and nothing serious really resulted from it. But the story doesn't end there. Remember her boyfriend? Well, he got into some pretty crazy scenarios with Sarah, but that's a story for another time. The last time I saw her though, she was pregnant at 17 and dyed her hair blue. I could tell her future didn't bode well. So what happened to her? She eventually dumped her boyfriend, graduated school, and really turned her life around. For anyone wondering, yes, she did keep the baby. If there was some moral to this story, I would say it's to choose your friends carefully. She wound up with the wrong people, and her life was changed forever because of it. There's a lot you can learn from the examples of others. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please consider subscribing. It really helps me make these videos. And as always, I'll see you next time.